Okay, so this is our introduction to Ultimate Frisbee. There are a couple rules and some of the terminology that we're going to go over with Ultimate Frisbee here. Some of it we'll get more in depth with once class starts. But to start, the official Ultimate Frisbee is 175 grams. It's what they weigh. And the field is similar to a football field. Actually, Ultimate Frisbee field is 70 yards long with 20-yard end zones and 40 yards wide. So it fits pretty well on a football field. A few of the things that we need to go over is throwing the Frisbee, and we'll talk in more detail during class about how to place your hands and where your fingers go, and a little bit of it is personal preference as well. But Frisbee is one of those things that's a little different. When I'm throwing a backhand, I'm actually going to step with the same foot, so I'm right-handed. If I'm throwing a backhand, I'm going to step with my right foot when I throw. And again, I want to step towards the direction or towards the person I want to throw the Frisbee to. My backhand is going to be a little different. Again, we'll go over hand placement in class. I'm sorry, my forehand, okay? My forehand is going to be, the hand placement we'll go over in class, but now I'm going to step with my opposite foot. So I'm right-handed, I go to throw a forehand, I step with my left foot towards the person I want to throw it to. When we start an Ultimate Frisbee game, each team is on their side of the field, and the team that is going to throw the Frisbee down another thing, that's called a pull. So one team will pull the Frisbee to the other, and that's how the game starts. After every score, again, the new play starts with a pull. The scoring team will pull to the team that was defending. As the game gets playing, you're going to notice a couple interesting things about Ultimate Frisbee. One of the best parts of Ultimate Frisbee is there are no officials in Ultimate Frisbee. The players on the field actually officiate themselves. You make all of your own calls, and you respect the calls that your opponents make. Everybody is honest and honorable when playing Ultimate Frisbee. As for defending in Ultimate Frisbee, we're going to have someone that's going to mark the person with the Frisbee. So in this case, Mrs. Kelly is going to mark me. She is the marker, and she needs to give me enough distance so that I can release the disc without making contact to her. So if we were this close, this wouldn't count, because I'd go to throw and I'd end up hitting her, and that would be a foul on her. So she needs to make sure that there's enough distance between the two of us so that I can release the disc and not come in any contact. While she is here marking me, I can't just stand here forever. I can pivot on one foot, much like basketball, and while I'm doing that, Mrs. Kelly is going to start the stall count, and the stall count goes to 10. So as I'm looking for someone to throw to, she's going to be counting.
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4,
and she's going to get to 10.
5, 1,000, 6, 1,000.
Quickly to 10.
10, 1,000.
And if I have not released the Frisbee, I just turn it over. It's her Frisbee, and then her team will go right from there. The other ways to turn the Frisbee over, if I were to throw it to my teammate, Mrs. Kelly were to intercept it, that would be a turnover. It would be her team's Frisbee right there, and the play just continues. There's no stoppage. Or if I throw it to my teammate and he or she drops the Frisbee, we don't make a completed pass, the other team runs over, picks it up, and goes right from there. As Mrs. Kelly is marking me, the other thing I need to realize is that I don't have to throw the Frisbee forward. I can throw the Frisbee off to the sides, or I can pivot around and actually throw the Frisbee backwards to one of my teammates to open up some space. So again, a few of the rules and terminologies for Ultimate Frisbee. We'll go into more detail during class. See you then.